welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2025 Erika Open. Cards of the Heart here, once again back to show you the final match of the Erika Open. It is myself as the 1 seed and FFR Pro 21 as the 2 seed. And to help give some proper commentary to this matchup, we have brought 6 in to do the honors. 6, take it away.
All right. Classic PPL match coming up at you all, puzzlers. Cards vs. FFR. To close out this cozy little monthly open. In V-Hard. Best of 3 takes it. I believe has the overall PPL monthly points lead for all of the bragging rights that comes with. So definitely a nice little reward to play for during all of this. V-Hard is a little bit of step up from Hard in that about halfway through, these AI opponents can really start stalling and cheesing and doing garbage clears into chains and everything, and you have to... Not only do you have to nail that opening double 4 combo strat for the maximum potential to distract, if not totally crush and confuse the opponents, but also to maybe have to do multiple times in a row if you think that the opponent is going to start chaining for way too long and maybe it's better to just restart the stage entirely. That might come into play during the second half of V-Hard, and when to pull that trigger could be the defining moment between win or lose on one of these individual race runs. When both players are done warming up, we will get into the first race of the 2 or 3 that we will be having. I believe we are nearly there. Timers are counting down. Pals are about to be popped. Salt is about to be generated. Here we go. Note a little bit of time discrepancy at the start. We'll get into that later if that becomes important. For now, you can see cards opening attack very similar to what you would see on a late hard run. But this Gary is stalling. FFR has the opportunity to get into short attack, and it works perfectly. While Cards Gary is still finding ways out. Trying to clear the next set of combos. Finds a way. But runs out of stop time. Early advantage FFR, but we've seen how swingy earlier modes can be. This is going to be even swingier. FFR, another 4-chain attack. Brock's Pillars make that perfect. Downstack into Confusion to no clear into another quick kill. Card's probably going to attempt the same. Cutting it off with a 4-chain. A slight stall from Brock, but otherwise perfect. Stage 2. Oh, that... Wait. If there wasn't for those Misty scams, that would have been another 10 on FFR's side. But just barely runs out of time to get that connected garbage clear, so still a very quick kill with the 17. When that extra combo lands, Cards Misty's going to be topped off. That chain's going to buy some stop time. One more garbage block needs to thunk on the top. There it is. Okay, it could have been worse. 21 Misty, and on as we go. Slugger's in the right position for another FFR short attack. This is very close to the ideal V-Hard so far at the start. Surely the next 3 quarters will play out exactly the same way, right? Textbook for cards. FFR finishing the attack on Erika, going up to a 5 chain because he saw some extra clearing on her side. Some shake time scams. There's the extra garbage block. There's... Ooh, there's the first big clear on FFR's side. It doesn't align into any clear on the top. Erika times out. FFR's slowest stage at 31 so far, but again, we take those. Cards' Erika went flat, as generating a lot more panels. Some clears on the bottom for extra scam time. No actual garbage block clears, though, but still finding these 3 pops to buy that little bit of time to survive multiple times in a row. FFR short attack is enough for Koga again. That's 5 out of 6 really good stages. Is Erika gonna find the timeout? There we go. Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. Opponent Curse's speed is, you know, it starts getting up there. Gives them more and more opportunities. FFR needed a little bit of a bigger attack on Sabrina with some extra combos to make sure she's topped off. As extra combos made the difference to get that 18. Card's Koga attack is in. Koga's trying to flatten and find a clear, but there isn't anything. Gets a pretty good quick-ish kill. FFR's found the double 4s on Blaine. Turns the 3 chain into a 9 combo and just drops it there, hoping that'll... It was close to a 10, but he had the top level clear. So now FFR's going to throw in a bunch of extra combos, hoping this doesn't clear, because if it does, that could be very dangerous. Now Blaine has the opportunity to chain. For how long? We're up to a 5 chain. Another big set of combos is in, but Blaine has that aligned. And yes, there's our first instance of a stage reset. As Cards gets out of Sabrina, FFR is going to just try the opening again and hope that Blaine is just not aligned to deal with it. He did raise a stack at the last second. He gets the left block. Just barely doesn't have enough time to get the right block, and there we go. Yeah, it's hard to tell how much longer that first Blaine tip is going to go for. But if you believe it's going to take a while longer, and you believe you can get a good opening attack in, just reset it and try again. Meanwhile, Cards with that quick kill has basically almost caught up just like that. This Tracy using up... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, no. Yes! No! No! Horizontal into... Oh no, he's gonna have enough time to get that horizontal row 2 as well. Effectively crushed into... Okay, probably still effectively crushed, but 2 very annoying clears. No, don't go up to the top. Okay, he didn't see it. Yeah. Pokemon Puzzle League players. However, Card's not faring much better on this Tracy, having a lot of panels to work with. Starting to clear single line garbage to generate a lot more panels. Okay, this is an awkward down stack, but Tracy does find it. Was going to have a lot more panels, and Card is going to try that again. FFR is now chaining until Rocket stops chaining. Not the best timing, but Rocket is just not doing the clear that will get rid of any of the garbage, completely messes it up, and that's a crush kill. Tracy. No, he didn't have anything aligned to clear the garbage. He's just finding all of the other ways to stall as humanly possible. Until he doesn't. But whatever. We threw. It works. FFR's open on Giovanni, not super ideal. He's able to clear one half of the garbage, just trying to downstack to find a clear. He does get it. Now, there is this thing where he's greedy on how many panels he clears before actually dealing with garbage. He's using up more panels, more and more panels, and he runs himself dry. Cards, does that garbage block drop in time? It does. Rocket crushed in a very sweaty moment where he had to send their entire board and then one more garbage to make sure that they get crushed before they raise up. But FFR onto Richie. And already starting the chain with the 4s are in. Cutting it off at the 5 count because he sees the pillars that Richie might take a while to deal with. Richie ruined every single top level clear and is crushed. Sometimes he gets the cooperation we need. Unlike that Giovanni that left one clear. And is going to turn it into way more. I don't know if FFR wanted to cut it off there, but he's going for extra combos just in case. Lorelei instantly clears the first salvo. And is going to get to the combo blocks with this next clear. She has time! Oh, wow. Just barely not so. That was probably a stage reset if she got to that, but instead, we're out fairly quickly and already on to Bruno in just over 10 minutes. This is quite the pace, gamers.
I'm ready. Are you? Pikachu.
If we're finding the chains we want on Bruno, is deciding whether to cut it off at the 6th chain, and he does. Bruno was raising, and he just timed out for a clear. Is that like the 4th or 5th stage where they were 1 or 2 swaps away from a clear but just didn't quite get to it? Oh boy. As Cards crushes this Richie, FFR is hoping that this Gary's left side is going to be very, very low, and it is.
Are you ready?
And it's going to confuse him into not clearing anything else. And in less than 12 minutes, gamers, FFR is on to Mewtwo? Let's see how this goes. That is not... That's very dangerous. accidentally starting with a 7 instead of a 4. FFR's trying for a brand new chain. If Mewtwo clears that long garbage block, he can basically act like he's resetting the chain, but this Mewtwo is just leaving it. Mewtwo playing like a PvP player, waiting for the FFR trying to stall out as long as possible, but Mewtwo does clean out, linked up with other garbage blocks. I think it's just the big old block that's going to land, and Mewtwo has a clear for that. So now we are in Mewtwo land for quite a while. Mewtwo's going to take a sweet time carving that entire big old garbage block down. Luckily, Card is not close to the Mewtwo yet, still dealing with his own Lorelei issues, so as annoying as this is, I think you just have to wait for Mewtwo to get all of this down. Try to make another, like, double 4 combo setup, as FFR just did with a steel block and the 2 4s, in case he gets there, because there is a good chance Mewtwo is carving the rest of this garbage block down. Upping it into a nice little 12 chain off the garbage, a 13, 14 chain off the garbage. Do we have a 15? Yes, we do! Clap for the Mewtwo guys. You're just gonna be dealing with panels for a while. Cards doesn't get a clean Bruno and is just going to try and do it again. Mewtwo's finding little clears all over the place. There is a decent chance that, especially as the timer gets larger, this Mewtwo has the capability to time out if they are out of position. Just like that. So it was a bit of an annoyance, but FFR got there. Definitely quite the pace up until Mewtwo, but still ending with a very respectable time of at least under 15 minutes, which is absolutely great anytime you play V hard, especially for a one-shot attempt like that. Card's going to try and continue on to destroy this Bruno, if there is actually an opportunity to do so. But any of them in the back half of this mode can just choose to go on for a while like that. Here's the opening on Gary. Double 4s are set. Chain's cut off with a 5 because Gary's left side is low. Oh, that column 4. Although... oh no, he saved it. Not resetting the stage yet because he doesn't immediately have a clear off the top of the garbage. But he does there. Not that most panels in the world can still do a dumb. Or timeout, if there aren't any little stop time buying maneuvers like that. But there it is.
Way to go! Way to go! Way to go! I'm gonna win! Way to go! My Pokemon rule!
Alright, let's see how Cards Mewtwo goes. Will it be more free than FFR's at least? Get some air positivity. Bottom block! Uh-oh. Wait. There's like a Galaxy Brain thing. Oh.
Way to go!
Wait. He technically hasn't touched it yet.
I'm gonna win!
No. And it's cleared now. So, if the garbage block lands on the very bottom, it does not confuse the CPU of him properly, and they will start swapping and stacking down things above it.
Way to go!
The Galaxy Brain play is to send one line of garbage less than is needed to top them off, so that they raise one row
I'm gonna win!
and then immediately get confuzzled, and then don't swap and match anything else. I've achieved that exactly once, but it felt like the most top IQ gamer thing I've ever done.
I'm going to win.
Mewtwo is getting some more panels,
I'm going to win.
clearing out the steel block. Possibly get even more.
I'm gonna win!
I'm going to win.
And meanwhile, all you can do is survive yourself as you clear off Mewtwo's garbage.
I'm gonna win!
Make sure he's topped off by ending your chain a couple times.
Master, the winner!
And waiting for him to eventually collapse, like he just did. Alright, so that's about a 19-minute and change time for cards. Kind of a bit of a time difference there, but I would not be surprised if the exact reverse happens in the very next game, what with the whole variance that this mode can introduce to anyone at any time. Let's do this. Game 2 is go.
Way to go!
Card's first attack is a 7, but it's cleared already. Card restarted the chain right after that, after it cleared that one block, so this might still align pretty well. FFR was trying for a short attack. It did have the double 4s, but Gary chewed through those pretty instantly.
Way to go!
Okay. Both players get out of Gary 1 in a reasonable time still, despite that the little bit of trolling.
Way to go!
Ooh, nice weaving and combos for cards. Gonna drop it at the 3 chain because of that. It Brock downstacks too much to make that work immediately, but has enough on the back end that might still time him out. FFR just needed that one attack to get that quick kill of 14 seconds. Okay, that slow crawl is just a little bit too slow at this stage. And Card's done with Brock as well.
Way to go! Way to go!
Balatro is the perfect fluff time game. I may or may not have been playing it on my phone while we were setting up for this match. No clear on the top for Misty, does not find a way to scam. 22-19, close after 3 stages. We'll see where the real separation starts here. Card's looking at the exact moment on when to not continue that chain. Saw that Surge was in an awkward position. He does clear the left side, but doesn't have enough time to go up to the right side. Another nice pair of quick kills. 2 puzzle players. Pretty even after the first quarter of this second race. The combo separation works perfectly for FFR. Erika doesn't clear on card side yet. Clears the greens horizontally the wrong way. And we've defeated Erika's plants. Our face cards are no longer debuffed. And we can move on to stage 6. I don't know if FFR wanted that 7, but he found a way to weave in a different 4, so that should still align the double 4 strats. Koga's confused, does not find a swap, and another quick kill for FFR. Card's attack is in at the 5 chain. Koga's left side is a little bit lower. He might match the reds, but out of time because still slightly too slow. Even if it doesn't crush confuse them, it still is going to buy enough time to distract them. Possibly. Oh, I believe that 3-pop on column 3 for Sabrina bought her enough time to get to that clear on the right side. That's a lot more panels. So it's going to get to there. Meanwhile, Cards' opening attack. That worked pretty much flawlessly. And on FFR's side, Sabrina has enough time to get a clear, to get some stop time, to get another clear, and just loop it endlessly. Now, FFR would rather try the opening again and just try to get a clean kill right in there. Cards' Blaine is trying to get to a clear, but not quite. First half of V-Hard 530, pretty dang good. Don't see that. Sabrina almost saw that when she legally should not be able to. But though we're through. Card's trying for a longer chain this time. Because Tracy was not really doing much, may have waited exactly the right amount of time to be rewarded. Tracy is confused. And Card's rewarded for that patient play. Continuing the chain up until Tracy actually starts something. And then doing enough things that it leaves one entire side exposed, and then the confusion. Too powerful. But FFR is still in this. Out of Blaine at about 6:30. Any of these stages in the back half of V-Hard control you repeatedly, multiple times. Even if you do everything perfectly. Rocket takes care of the left side. Probably has enough time for the right side. Does not have too many panels. Could still do a dumb. I think the shake time will be enough to have them clear the greens, though. And they do. FFR's Tracy just did a borderline illegal maneuver to clear the lower block in column 4 to buy enough time to clear the giant block, so FFR is going to try that again. This rock is at a dangerous part. Double 4 separation again, but clears one of them. And is going to align the L's to have the other half. And Card is trying that stage again. Yep. Sometimes it doesn't matter whether or not you did the perfect attack. It just sometimes these opponents can find a way out of it. And you just have to use your best judgment. Okay, do I still commit to this, or do I just fold and set that up right back over again? Currently have a 1-stage difference. Card starting Giovanni right around the time FFR is attempting this rocket. The chain looks nice. FFR just needs to find the right opportunity to drop it. Rocket did go low on the left side. But a horizontal row 2 into salt. Meanwhile, Cards found a very nice timed attack on Giovanni to get through that. And this rocket is just leaving the one clear they need to continue stalling out the stage. Multiple times in a row. Pillars of way different heights on Richie's side leads to another quick kill. Car's now on a roll. Get crushed Rocket. Two-stage lead for Cards the Heart now. Potentially on our way to taking this finals to a deciding third and final game. But never underestimate the power of the trolling of the PPL opponents. If Lorelei matches that wrong, okay, she leaves herself with nothing, and Cards gets out of that again very cleanly. FFR's Giovanni messes up one clear, but finds time for another. Uh-oh, the Reds. Oh, nope. Cards leading off with an 8 this time. I believe that does qualify for at least one of the 4 combo 3-wide blocks. So that should fall nicely as soon as Bruno ends this chain, and it does. And textbook. That's gonna be a trap, Geo. No! What are you doing? Okay. We take those. Whatever. Alright, the Gary attack is looking good. Card's not trying to find the timing. This Gary isn't doing much. He is leaving 2 separated pillars, though, so this will take a while to downstack. I don't see a clear coming anytime soon. And there we go. We will now see if Cards of the Heart has a free Mewtwo on his side. So we need to make sure the opening is good. You cannot just snap restart the stage. If you do, you return to stage 15. Short attack, maybe not intended, but it is topping off Mewtwo. There is potential for a timeout. There's still the potential for a timeout, and there it is! In a complete reversal of the situation from Game 1. Cards gets into Mewtwo with a multiple stage lead, and this time doesn't even need that safety buffer to get the kill on Mewtwo. Ends with a 12-33. Good for Game 2. Good for just about any race in this mode. Besides maybe a few. That is not a time people can reliably get. I believe that is lower than my PB. Whatever it is. That is very, very solid. And should scare the bejesus out of any other PPL speedrun tourney runner. When FFR saw the finish, he decided, no, let's just go straight to Game 3. FF'd. Unofficial time, 5 minutes past the winner's time. And just ready to go on to this final game of the Erika Open. So we saw a very huge margin of victory for FFR in Game 1. A very huge margin of victory for Cards in Game 2. How about some drama and double Mewtwo sweaty action to close out this match, shall we? We'll only find out if we play it out. Starting now. Both players have a double 4 opening attacks. Both players cutting it off at around the 3rd or the 4th chain, because that's all they need for this first opponent. Both of these Garys finding ways to scam and stall. Both on timeout in similar situations. FFR is first by about 3 seconds. Possibly a bit of a bobble chain for FFR, but immediately just building again. And with that perfect follow-up, it's like that was almost planned from the start. 14 and 16. Even through 2. Wow, that column 2 and 3 of just all 2 colors on Cards' side. Like, it makes it sometimes difficult to parse out exactly how you want to do a 4 combo and another 4 combo, because it's so easy to just get them intertwined like that. FFR with a quick kill. Cards Misty just had that clear ready. And is finding small ways to get extra stop time. But not quite enough to get to the big block again.
Ready when you are.
Okay, FFR gets what he needs. Surge's gonna downstack that awkwardly. Timeout at 14. Near perfect. Card's going for the short attack. Needs another combo to drop.
Go, baby.
They are coming up. Oh, needs another set of combos that refreshes the stack health. Gives them just the frames he needs to do a pretty big clear.
Go, baby.
FFR finding the follow-up combos on Erika now, but she does clear the initial ones.
Ready when you are.
And yeah, Card is surging it over because of his situation with what was needed there. Exactly what Card's needed there. You don't typically see stage resets that early, but there are some situations in which that could come into play. I think FFR's Erika is finally out of ways to clear garbage, and is out at a minute. Can Cards do it cleaner? With the 8 combo, it's only combo garbage on screen, or it was for a little bit. Whoa. And the benefit of that is that there's like no shake time.
Do you choose to
Because
battle me?
you can't lose while stuff is shaking. And the bigger the garbage block is, the more it shakes the screen. Card's finding nice ways to weave in combos. He's going to try for the short attack on Koga here.
We are not beat yet.
He gets to the left side. He's not finding anything for the right side. And there he goes. He had just enough time to get that big clear on FFR's side, though.
No.
It's going to chain do a little bit more. And FFR says, let's try this again.
No. No. No.
Sabrina does get to
No.
the small blocks. Is kind of using up a lot of panels, though. So if Card just sent enough of a follow-up... this could align on the left block, and it does. FFR's second attempt does get the quickest kill on Koga. Card is trying that again, and because of that, we've basically pretty much aligned ourselves. Ooh, Card's finding an 8 combo while the main chain was popping. Was gonna go for it here. FFR going for a short attack, seeing the situation on Sabrina's side, and just not matching anything, and a pair of quick kills. Different strategies, same results. While both these players are hot, let's face our hottest opponent, shall we? Taste being subjective, of course. That's short attack on FFR's side. Ooh, blank hot raising! Oh, that was almost a really cheeky, cheesy kill. If Blaine hadn't immediately found a match there, that would have been basically a bonk. Instead, is resulting in Blaine fancy clears. Trolling on both sides. Somebody gonna get out before the others. That's all combo garbage on cards aside. Yeah, he needs to try that again. We're up to the combo garbage on FFR side too, but Blaine messes up one clear but gets the other one. Both players going to try. Fresh. When you're hot, you're hot. But sometimes you're not. That's a low left side for cards, Blaine. It's now a low everything. That's very dangerous when they're connected together and flat like that. Oh, are both Blaines crushed? Oh no. Oh no. Cards is out. FFR is... He's gonna see that tier 2, right? He sees some tier 2 clears, but not the necessary ones. It's a little bit awkward on what they see in those situations. So it could have been worse, but it does give cards the advantage going into the second half. Tracy cleared the combo blocks. That clear gets to the big block. Cards maybe hoping for a timeout still, if Tracy aligns this wrong. FFR's Tracy is flat and clears everything at the same time. Card's gonna start from the beginning of the second half. That is enough time for Tracy to get to FFR's stuff again. Now FFR banking on the fact that Tracy is just going to eat through that block and that's going to take a while. Card's trying to chain until Tracy stops. Or even starts. No, Tracy just started a couple small chains, but then abandoned them, leaving a few panels to do annoying things with. Although, all those blanks in the third column led to some downstacking awkwardness and just short of the time needed to get to that clear with the greens. FFR good this time? Not quite. Okay, this Tracy does not have that many panels either, and is going to use up them on the horizontal. No, the horizontal! Yeah. Yeah, Pokemon Puzzle League. Rocket messing up a clear like 3 different times, but getting it right the 4th time, and Card's gonna try that again. Yeah, Tracy didn't really do a big chain, but didn't have the stop time to deal with that there, so... Tracy's mug is done. At least for this month. Card's super trying to extend that chain because this Rocket didn't really want to start chaining much on their side. So has a decent amount of panels, but also has a tendency to clear up a bunch of them at a time. This Rocket is going for anything but the garbage clear, and okay, I guess that works. And if FFR gets the crush kill, and we're both on to Giovanni. 6 stages to go in this deciding game of the monthly.
You're wasting my time.
Drama hype? Oh, very clutch technique for Cards to extend that chain. At least enough for the double 4 setup.
Way to go!
Giovanni out of time. And something similar on FFR's side.
I'm ready. Are you?
Now I found the clear correctly. But maybe we'll align this badly.
Way to go!
No, still finding it. FFR holding out hope that will use up his panels. He just use up 12 of them in one clear.
Way to go! I'm gonna win.
That's a low Richie, but he left exactly what he needed to take care of the lower block. And made down second time to get to the other one as well. FR does get a crush on Giovanni to now enter Richie himself.
Way to go! Way to go!
Messes up on a horizontal.
Don't give up.
Does find the
You're
blues.
gonna win. Don't give
Is
up.
finding a couple more clears to maybe get to the combo garbage.
Way to go! Don't give up. Don't give up.
FR's opening attack looks good, but Richie hasn't really chained much to use up panels. But maybe we can get a timeout. Well, not there.
Way to go!
Okay, there may be a little bit of awkwardness with the down stacking. Nope. He found ways out.
Don't give up. Way to go! I'm gonna win.
Crush.
Way to go!
Got him. Enough chains and enough combos to follow to send their entire board in case they
Are you
align their panels the wrong way. And it just leaves them with no options. And you get a satisfying win.
Way to go!
As far as Richie was like halfway up the board, but still managed to find garbage clears. Cards with a pretty short attack, but that was all that was necessary because Lorelei's pillars were misaligned and just no real good way to deal with it. Means a quick kill moving on to stage 14. Cards of the Heart 2 stages up in this final game, with 3 stages to go. Can FFR find the quick kills to even this up? Well, not right there. That's just unfortunate.
Control your inner nature.
Bruno takes care of the left. Bruno does not have any time to deal with the right. After a bit of struggles, we're on to Gary II and his Arcanine. There was no way to continue that chain, but maybe this short cute attack is just what's needed for Gary. A little bit out of position, and
Show me what you got.
left side,
Way to go!
messing up the right side.
Show me what you got.
Finding clear there, as FFR at least gets out of the Richie to make this possible. A few more trolling maneuvers by Gary here, and all of a sudden, what looked like a clear lead could be cut down into
Good for you?
nothing. This Gary has very high 1 and 6 pillars and literally nothing else. I think this will work.
Way to go!
No! I jinxed it. I'm sorry.
Gonna win. Way to go!
FFR crushed Lorelei.
Show me what you got. Show me what you got. I'm gonna
Gary
win.
eating down that big block.
Show me what you got.
He has made to the combo garbage. And gets through that too, and Cards has to start again. FFR has plenty of change, just waiting for the right time. Bruno just needs to chain a little bit more, and this is possible. He used up most of the left side. Gamers! The drama! It's back! FFR starting the Gary now. Cards being maybe slightly optimistic with hoping this Gary does not do something. We're trying again. FFR's got the big chain, is just waiting for the right timing. Gary starts something? He did just barely start something when FFR had no ammo left. How many pounds is going to use up? He used a healthy amount on the right side. There's some shake time. There's a Gary 2 kill for FFR. You know, I said he was 2 stages down, but there was still always the possibility. Hello, possibilities. Alright, so now how's the opening attack on Mewtwo going to go? We already have the double fours. Now we're just going for as long of a chain as possible. There's... Oh, there wasn't a way to follow that up because he was kind of stuck up on the top side. But maybe it's enough. Mewtwo gets to the left side, Mewtwo gets to the right side. We might be in Mewtwo land for upwards of 3 minutes again. Now Cards has the opportunity. Wait. This Mewtwo has no clear on the top and is popping panels terribly. FFR from 2 stages back at 14. Gets a series of fortunate stages to bring it back and take down. Game number 3. Wowie. I cannot disclaimer enough. Any of these stages on the second half of this mode can troll the hell out of you and just make you hit a wall many, many times in a row, and can turn the tides of any individual race exactly like it did here. And so it goes. Can we at least see one more destroyed Mewtwo for the satisfaction of all of us? Alright, the 4 and the 4 is in immediately. We have the potential to chain for a while. Mewtwo is getting low on the left. Even lower on the left. Used up most panels doing that particular chain.
I'm going to win.
And somehow flattens out to clear everything at the same time anyway. Wait.
I'm going to win.
Okay, clear in there. Now it's potential to align it for a while.
I'm going to win.
Mewtwo not super free.
I'm going to win. I'm going to win.
Mewtwo buy one get one? No, not that either. And welcome to Mewtwo Land, players. And now we're in the classic battle of attrition, where everybody's just clearing each other's garbage
I'm going to win.
to live for as long as possible until one of them just decides they've had enough.
I'm going to win.
I'm gonna win.
Fool. I'm going to win.
We have the double fours again after the steel lock.
Way to go.
I'm going to win.
I'm gonna win.
It's separated out again. Me2 isn't dealing with the right side well. And eventually we got him.
I'm a Pokemon Master, the winner.
Alright, and there is the Mewtwo. And to the excitement of most people except possibly Cards, the drama did happen. But with the 22-49 to the 1924, the winner of this drama game is FFR Pro 21. Well-deserved win with some very key stages, some very key decisions on when to chuck the stage and just try again from the start. The techniques to get into garbage fast, the knowledge on when to drop the chains at the right time. And it led to a satisfying victory. Well done. That is a match for the Eons.
Alright,
All
6, I need
precious
to
members.
revoke your privileges.
Hello.
For the eons. Oh my goodness. Well done 6 for holding the fort in that final match. And well done to FFR Pro 21! PPL 2025 Erika Open Champion. All of the evolutions have come out to celebrate, or at least the basic ones. And you know what? We've got a little bit of a post-match interview we can do here. FFR is here with us now. FFR, how are you feeling about how that last match played out? Maybe the evolutions just want to hog the mic or something. That's certainly understandable. But so we'll allow the celebration to continue, and let's take a look at our final bracket. Should be getting a refresh on it. And by a score of 2-1, FFR did it. FFR Pro 21 found the way to clutch it out at the very end when we were both having quite the times with V-Hard going all back and forth. FFR had like one less major hiccup at the very end, and managed to clutch it out for his third monthly Turbidge Championship. Sounds like we might have FFR Pro here now.
Are we working now? You working? I think we're
we're
working.
We hear you. We hear you loud and clear
Brilliant.
now.
Yay.
So yeah, what is going through your mind right now, especially how back and forth that V-Hard match was at the end?
Yeah, well, what I was trying to say before, I guess the evolutions messed up my mic. Yeah, that last race was definitely very grindy. You know, there was a lot of moments where we kind of got hung up there, but just kind of powered through and, you know, got a nice low run of stages at the end there to kind of clutch it out, thankfully.
Yeah. How are you feeling about your play throughout? Because it seemed like there were a few sticking points going there. Maybe a few stages that maybe some things were not timed correctly or whatnot. How are you feeling about your execution overall?
Yeah, I'd say the execution was all right. You know, I don't know, like, I think one of the one hard race, I just had like so many terrible boards that it just prevented me from doing the double four step. So I just had to like improvise and hope for the best. And yeah, sometimes with the V hard, sometimes just gotta try to go for wherever the game gives me, and you know, who knows if it ends up being the right decision? You don't know until the stage plays out. So did my best, and yeah, Puzzle League happened as usual.
As it does. Six, did you have any takeaways from how that match unfolded?
Just the salt I expect to see from this game sometimes. You think everything is going absolutely swimmingly and perfect and cooperative, and wow, maybe it wouldn't be so bad to solo grind this game, and then reality sets in, and yeah. Always PPL.
As someone who currently holds 3 of the 5 individual level records in this one-player stadium mode, yeah, I feel that. I feel that so much. But with all that in mind, the 3rd monthly title out of 5 for FFR Pro 21, our defending major champion, definitely puts him in the driver's seat for the overall #1 seed in our major seeding. So let's go take a look at how that currently shapes up. We have 10 players now. Thank you to BB4Key for joining us for this month and got on the board with 1 point. Good enough for 7th place. And hopefully one of these months I like being smart will get her own win, be able to get on the board. Let's hope for her. She certainly deserves it. So it's I Like Being Smart falling into 8th place. BB4Key debuts in 7th with his 1.6. Got the 1 point for the top 4 appearance. Stay in 3rd with 13 points. I got 4 points for my runner-up performance today. And FFR Pro, 27 points. Now, definitely in the driver's seat to be the overall #1 seed and defend the title. So GG's to everyone that played today, and really there's nothing left to say but to try and wrap this up. Six, you got any final thoughts on today's action?
Pretty spicy. Full of all the action that I want to see. I'm interested in the standings below the winner to see how that's going to shake up in the remaining monthlies, and yeah, dual grinding some monthlies for both PPL and Tetris Attack in the near future up until the next major tournament. Going to be like fun little minor commitments that will keep us all on our toes for a while. At least those times I can force myself to be pulled away from Tetris the Grandmaster action for a while.
Yeah, TGM might be a bit of a problem to get away from. I certainly sympathize with that. FFR, final thoughts on your play and what you were able to see today?
Yeah, good play from everyone. It's definitely pleased with the results and the hopefully I can get that good of a win percentage in the Tetris Attack monthlies this coming season that's starting up soon. But for right now, I should probably work on baking some Yoshi cookies in preparation for SGDQ in a month and a half.
Yeah, that's certainly something to look forward to. Yeah, that Nintendo Puzzle Collection Relay race should be a lot of fun to see. I hope everyone does well with that. Hope you'll all tune in to that. And we hope you'll tune into this channel over the coming weeks, because the Tetris Attack monthlies are coming back. They're coming back next week, in fact. So it'll be May 24th, and it will be the Lakitu Open for the 2026 season. Qualifying still open for that, by the way, and the commitment's even lesser than it was last season. All you have to do is play the game for 30 minutes, get through as much of the versus mode as you can, get through each level as fast as you can, and however much progress you make, that's going to be how you're judged. I'm already on the board with a full completion of the category in 30 minutes, so let's see if anyone else can get in on that. How does that sound? So we'll have the Lakitu Open for the new season next Saturday, and then 2 Saturdays after that it will be the Bumpty Open in its regular first weekend of the month time slot. Again, we try to do the monthly tournaments so that the order of the tournaments alternates every month to give people the maximum opportunities to get involved with either game. And Pokemon Puzzle League will be back on June 21st with the Koga Open. So if you missed out on this one, there are 3 more opportunities left to get in on the fun, and we will hope to see you all there at each of those monthlies as they happen. And this one's a little bittersweet for me personally. I was definitely hoping for a good quality send-off. To get a little personal here, I've been bringing you these tournaments since 2019, and I've been doing them from the same physical location for the longest time. But after this, the next weekend, I should be moved into a brand new place. So hopefully that will mean an even better experience for everyone involved. So I'm like sending off my residence of near 20 years with this tournament. So hopefully with a new place means things will change, or maybe FFR will win again. Maybe it'll start winning in the Tetris Attack monthlies. How does that sound? FFR, I think you're due. I think you're definitely due.
Yeah, 2026 season. It's time I win at least a couple.
Yes, definitely looking forward to that. But that is going to do it for us at the Erika Open. For FFR Pro 21, for 6 for everyone at the League of Puzzle Speedrunners that played and watched and contributed in any way you could. We all appreciate it. This has been Cards of the Heart, and until next time, everyone, happy puzzling.